Alright, we finished everything, gathered all the buffs, did basically everything there is to do. I think it's time we go and deal with the last quest. Yeah, this cave obviously is still open, but we've been there and cleared it out as much as we can and found nothing! Even cleared this bit, which is also in the cave, but it didn't matter. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our way to Regis. So far I found nothing particularly interesting about the quest of... while doing all the quests I didn't learn much new information about what's going on here, except that Cresty, which I believe was one of the victims, was fucking all the vineyards. So obviously at least one of them was a douchebag that deserved to perish in some way or another. But the rest of the people, we don't know that much yet, so we're gonna have to see.
Faster.
We're gonna have to see for ourselves. All right, what's this? Regis, clean your goddamn house once in a while, okay? Goodness, I just come to you and archaspores abound. Not very good at this, Regis, are you? Let's see.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Obviously not.
Regis! Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Let's ignore that. Can't ignore the ghouls. That's just... they're too annoying, but that noise, we don't need to worry about it. Ooh, what's this? Gaspar Duffy Shimgak, ladies man. Interesting. And if these are people we might know somehow. Sometimes. Ooh. Annabella. Killed by a poison apple. How inconvenient. Hey! You're really gonna make me do this?
Victuals aplenty around here.
Stop it! There we go.
More eggs. Need to incinerate these to ash. Decaying bones. Kikimores must have tunneled into the grave.
Yeah, these are really... one thing about combat that I will say immediately, you know, that's really annoying, is that...
That's something.
if you kill the enemy with your attack, it will kill them and you won't take damage. Often. But if you don't kill them, then their attack will come true. As if like, you should have killed them and then it would have been fine. Which is really weird and annoying quirk of this game's mechanics. The kind of quirk I don't particularly fancy. There's gotta be a way to loot that. Fine. We don't need to loot
There's
that.
something here. Need to use the eye.
Well, I didn't need to use the eye, but I did. Casus Fideris. A knight's oath. Here rests in Raman of Gihan, On my grave you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul, and body to the knightly craft, and I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me, the sword that defended my honor, my friends, and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother, the sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Let it rest on the stone through the ages. Alright, it's a sword. Good job having a sword. Yay, we made it. This is where Regis lives now, huh? Nice place. Kinda like my house. Like my room. Just a little bit fewer cobwebs.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
That's not true, I found him once already.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
What do you want to use it for?
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Oh no.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both higher vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Detlef, possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Sure. Though I would like to know the way. You're being quite obnoxiously roundabout.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Detlef's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
No, you left a hand behind. Fools! Yep. Enslaving the birds.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned, him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would, with all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Sorry, Regis, but the job is a job.
Not really in the mood for your concoctions. Especially given how they make you say things you'd rather keep to yourself. Remember that aspect very well.
Geralt of Rivia, do I detect a guilty conscience? Word is, only those ashamed of the truth seek to conceal it.
Not about to fall for that. Forget it. Need a nap, and that's how I'm gonna use this time.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Didn't seem like we did.
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder, or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
So you did... fine, whatever.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Are we even sure there is such a thing as a white? Anyway, let's read the bestiary about whites. Relic, maybe? No. The monster of Tufo. It's obviously not Elementia. I don't know why that's... Here, we probably met some on the way. Anyway, okay, obviously this. The best defense against spot whites, stay calm and leave them alone. Well, we can't do that. Yurden. Igni. Alright, so Yurden them up or something. Maybe that's what you use against vampires too. To get them stuck or some shit. Was this... Oh, yeah, whatever. We leveled up a bunch. Let's see if we can, like, do some more stuff, like get this bloodbath sorted. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more ability points before we can proceed further. Still can only enable one of these things, which, well, probably that's how it works. Where's this white's there? Ah, I see. Over there. We'll need a horse. We'll need a lot of things. Why did you have to do this, Roach? You could have just spawned in a normal location. I recall being here before.
Bar guests. Never a good omen.
Yeah, beat up some bar guests or some shit. Don't recall the specifics. But it is a kind of a graveyard almost. It's graveyard-like.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
Is it Morse code? I don't even see the spoons. Well, we can investigate the spoons more in depth. It is but the wind that moves them, Witcher, so why would they be encoded as a message?
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right.
Oh, unless you're dealing with Contra or Dim, of course. Then you'll love it when you see it, but, you know, that's an exception.
Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Let's just go inside.
The pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship. Must have graced a rich man's table.
I see. I thought it was foglets, but maybe it was this white that did the spoon stealing from that one guy. For a few days now I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain, so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. The repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today, there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather that there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's gotta be because of those damn nerves. Yikes. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I'm cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I want to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write. Loneliness. No family. Eat. I want to eat. Not a good spoon. Empty spoons. Nothing. Eat. It hurts. Mirror. Lies. No. Ah.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Oh no, I took her spoons.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
My sneak skill's not high enough.
No spoon you have shall say to you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. A spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
This certifies the item up for auction. An antique spoon key forged at a Christopherson & Sons workshop in 1210 belongs to Smigol Serkis, owner of the pheasantry. Yep, that's the guy whose note we found.
White's obsessed. Real collector. Thoroughbred.
Should we go ask the owner about the spoon? Or should we go deeper? Let's go do it. Maybe this will give us some hints about what's going on. I doubt it, but it's low-level quests anyway. Where is this? Oh my god, it's all the way in the town.
Welcome to the pheasantry.
Welcome.
Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
My heart's about to burst from a circle.
Miss Meagle's cookbook. Beclair's rabbit. On the last page are only a few chaotically written lines. Lebioda's weeping wounds. I've scoured dozens of elven manuscripts and at last I've found it. I know now what the spoon key I purchased at the auction unlocks. It's nothing else but a key to the legendary studio of Ramses Gorthon, devil priest of the goddess Danamebi, whose culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple, said to be somewhere in the Beclair forest, I'll find all of his legendary recipes, not to mention the other priceless treasures this grandmaster chef must have kept in the kitchen where he perfected his art. Somehow I don't think that... I don't think we found it, guys. I don't think we found... Oh, old pamphlets. Dear Beclairs, wake up. Blah 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 blah. We read this before. On the first inn that we found. No, but seriously, like, I don't think this is related. But why not? Let's eliminate the possibility before we decide that. And it's, yep, it's exactly there where I was not before. Open sesame! Aha! What has this cook got in store for us? Just a bunch of recipes in it. Tole blancha pasta, honey spice cake, and crayfish boil. Wonder if this crayfish boil is like some special recipe that you can use as a option to talk about when you meet the innkeeper from that area. Oh, for fuck's sake, why? What do you want? You banshee. God. Can you fuck off, please? Look at this shit. Look at this. They'll just spam him with attacks. Yep. It doesn't matter because like they do no damage because of my armor and shit, but still, like, could you be any more or less annoying? I don't think it's possible. Jesus Christ. Alright, we're back in the spoon house. After our little bit of a distraction. It yielded bugger all. Alas.
Actually does seem like a white's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Spoon, pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy.
Spoony. That's a ladle.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
On beastly curses. Curses that change a fellow into a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. They have a variety of origins and a variety of effects. It normally happens that a major sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person that has been cursed changes slowly bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow who casts a curse, someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power, and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily, thus everything by which human suffering is atoned is long-lasting and painful.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Thousands of them here. White's been a collector for years. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Alright. We did our due diligence. we can now proceed into the cauldron room. Let's hope she thinks this is just the wind.
Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast.
The feast is you!
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Oh my goodness.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Fine. I'm amazed she's not in there already. Should have checked before walking in, Geralt. Spoons as armor. Magnificent. How rude. I'm not a fighter, I see. You investigate the brew now?
Damn it. Gotta catch it. Cook hasn't had time to make the brew. Just foul, muddy water now.
Bugger. Well, let's follow the white.
I'll have to kill the white in its own junkie.
Oh no, she's the master of the spoons. Rippity rip off. Oh well. No saving.
White's salivary glands will have to do for Regis. By the time I got them to him.
Can we go in here? Haha, yes. It's a back door, as they say. Does it lead to the teleportation device by chance? It doesn't. It's miles away from teleportation device. Fuck your game.